Good evening. This is Jim Schubel with Cuyahoga BirdTrack Sport Report. As New Year's Eve fireworks smoke still lingered in the sky, members of the BirdTrack team grabbed mag lights, or at least utility keychain flashlights, and hit hundreds, if not thousands, of hot spots and parking lots in the manic rush to bag the coveted January 100 before January 5. The newest inaugural member of the BirdTrack team from our Franklin County satellite campus, James Muller, set out with an absolutely grotesque goal of logging 100 birds in the first 48 hours of this young and hope-filled year. We caught up with Muller when he arrived in Cuyahoga County with only a few birds and a minute of sunlight left. Muller teamed up with Brandman to score a few of Cuyahoga's best and was still going hard hours after sunset when he arrived at Scranton Flats to score a black-crowned night heron with his Little Tykes flashlight. Muller came excruciatingly close to the 148 before passing out for a few hours and was able to bypass 100 species in the morning of January 3rd, a feat that is extreme even by my standards. Well done, sir. Meanwhile, our very own Ben Meredith was in hot pursuit of his own unbelievably ambitious January 100 race. In straight-up superhuman style and pulling one Meredith special after another, Ben got to January 4th, only needing 3 more species to attain his big proverbial January 100 trophy. Meredith spent early mornings and late nights dragging his bins and miniature scope across the state, ticking bird by bird toward the grand Jan 100. The closer a person gets to 100, the harder each species becomes. Meredith decided to strategically end his big chase with a beast of a bird by mapping a route toward the western reaches of Ohio. On his way, Ben stealthily collected genteel souls at Beulah Beach for number 98 and American Widgeon in Erie County for 99 before moving westward, fervently praying his eyes might not look waywardly upon any meadowlarks on his journey. His strategy worked flawlessly as he arrived at his centennial destination, conveniently avoiding eye contact with the common loon and scoring Pomeranian Jaeger for bird number 100 on January 4th. Congrats, Ben, and go get some sleep. Well, the itch for the ridiculous spread like an unvaccinated airborne virus and infected Gotham and Samir Apte, who willingly subjected themselves to a challenge of finding 80 species in one day within the bounds of Cuyahoga County. A challenge once deemed impossible by the foremost expert in the field of Cuyahoga birding. But apparently, impossible doesn't translate well in Brant Honk, and the Apte brothers set out hours before the rooster crows with real flashlights, giving mute swans, night herons, and several duck species a brilliant fright they will not soon forget. Samir and Brantman ran and did not stop, strategically hitting every sensible locale in the hunt for all the birds. By late in the afternoon, the experts began to redact their statements, and the BirdTrack team was on the edge of their seats waiting for word from the brothers as their number was ever steadily growing toward 80. At 4:14 p.m., Samir and Brantman were at 76 species and headed toward Cuyahoga Valley National Park in search of evening grosbeaks at the pull-off of extreme peril. Number 77 happened at 4:21 when a fox sparrow sang sweetly from the bushes. At 4:24, a nasally meep gave the Apte's red-breasted nuthatch for number 78. At 4:40, Cooper's hawk for 79. And at 4:44, mission accomplished. Brown-headed cowbird turned the impossible into Cuyahoga BirdTrack history at number 80 in one day. But if you thought this motivated duo would quit when a goal was simply accomplished, you're dead wrong. When Samir got word that the previous record for bird seen in a single county in a single January day was 82, nothing would stop them from crushing that record. Within an hour, the Apte brothers went on to add 4 more species with grackle, rusty blackbird, gray-horned owl, and cackling goose to finish this gargantuan day with 84 species in Cuyahoga County today. It's another day for the history books. But don't go anywhere. Up next, we'll bring you the Inky Plume with Milford Tanager after these messages.
Hello and welcome to the Inky Plume. I'm your host, Milford Tanager. Please find a quiet place within and experience a poem. Title 84. Behold the primal instinct, the Olympiad, the fittest, the coursing force through human vein, the irresistible urge to win. No fairer opponent than a self that is past, in an age that has long died with 365 sunsets, or the progression of a single revelation that transforms. No fairer referee than the clock that ticks and checks with absolute integrity. Behold the primal instinct to compete and to win. 84.